Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the All Physiques podcast. On today's episode, we're going to be discussing a mentality that bothers me to my core and that I'm sure all of us have been told once or twice in our lifetime. It is the someone has it worse mentality. Now, while this is valid, I wanted to touch on the things that it can do to our mentalities and our beliefs and how we deal with emotions. So sit back and let's get to chatting. All right, you guys. So I know this is a little bit off the rocker on topics, but it is a part of mental health and which is a part of me. So I wanted to discuss it because it got brought up and came to my attention a few days ago. So growing up, a lot of us are told when we feel emotions, when we're sad or we're depressed or we're angry or whatever it may be, when a situation comes across, we've probably been told one time or another, count your blessings, somebody has it worse. It could be worse. Somebody's dealing with something more right now. I know I've been told that. I know I tell myself this sometimes because I was taught this way. And it's not a bad way to think, but it is in some certain ways. And that's what I wanted to touch on today. So let's start by talking about the ways that it's good. So when you're dealing with a situation that upsets you, I don't know, we all have different temperaments and we deal with things differently. But if you're sitting at home and you stub your toe walking to the bathroom, and it's the end of the world for you, it's ruined your whole day, and you're just a wreck from it, and you automatically just get into this mood. If someone's nearby or you tell yourself, man, somebody has it worse, like let that shit go. Sorry for my language, but that is pretty valid because that is very small, very insignificant. If it happens, man, yeah, this sucks for a second, but that needs to be swept under the rug, let it go. But in other cases, it can be different. So having this mentality when you're trying to create a stronger emotional base inside of you, when you're trying to become more mentally strong and tough when it comes to the simple things in day-to-day life that upset us and not allowing them to turn around our whole day, then this could be a good strategy. This could be a good mentality. But where it becomes negative for me is a situation like this. So let's take me, for instance. This is something that we'll discuss on a different day, but I wanted to bring it to attention at some point because I talk to many women that have dealt with a similar situation. And as adults, it's coming out more and more in us, and it's time to deal with it. So in my youth, I was molested, and it didn't really affect me at a young age, but now as a young adult, I'm seeing issues come in with it. Now, this is something that was tragic and hard and, still bothers me till this day. And for someone to look at you in a situation like that, in a hard situation, like a life-shattering situation, and tell you, you're okay, you survived this, someone has it worse. That sucks. That is the worst thing you can tell someone when they are dealing with a traumatic issue. If you had anything occur to you, everybody's feelings are valid, whether it is stubbing the toe or not. But if it's something that significant and someone tells you that someone has it worse, it's teaching you that your feelings are insignificant and they should be dismissed, and that you should swallow up whatever feelings you're having and think about somebody else that's probably suffering a lot worse. While this is true, very, very true, people deal with all kinds of stuff, it doesn't dismiss your feelings, and it shouldn't dismiss your feelings. You have a right to feel whatever you're feeling inside, live those emotions, acknowledge them, and find ways to make them pass quickly and for you to heal. So for someone to tell you that you need to think of others right now when you're dealing with your own BS is so angering to me. I don't even know how to put it. It's very frustrating. Now as an adult, thinking of all the times I've been told that. It's just not fair. So we should always we should be sympathetic people. We should always have care and love for others. Don't get me wrong. But when you're dealing with some bullshit, let your bullshit sit with you for a second. Deal with it. Find ways that are going to get you past it. Don't let anyone dismiss your feelings. So that's literally all that I wanted to discuss today. I really wanted to just, tap into that because I know shit happens to people. We go through a lot and people are brought up differently and taught to deal with our emotions in different ways. So if you're someone that's been taught that way, which I have, and I sometimes catch myself in that still to this day, you need to remind yourself that while yes, we should be caring for others, we really need to take care of our stuff first. Okay? We still matter. No matter how small, no matter how big. Live in that for a second and then let it go if it's small. But if it's big, it's going to take work. It's not a stub in the toe. It's not a drop the water container, water all over the floor. It's a life event that is going to change you for the rest of your life. So you need to recognize how you're feeling and help yourself in whatever way possible. So I just wanted to say that today, and that's literally it. Short podcast. But if you're someone that's been through some stuff, some valid stuff, which all of it's valid, you need to, think on this and remember that you're important and that it's okay to feel and it's okay to be in a bad place sometimes. But the most important part is crawling your way back out of it. Finding the things that are going to help you get on your hands and knees, no matter how hard it is, bite with your teeth, however hard it is, you're going to get there. Find the things that are going to help you crawl out of that pit. So that's it, friends. I hope you guys have a really beautiful day. And remember, you're valid, you're worth it, and take care of yourselves. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to the All Physiques podcast. If you are loving what you're hearing, please be sure to share and give me a follow. Also, you can visit my website at www.nataliecomposite.com to subscribe for email updates and more. And if you aren't already following me, go ahead and head over to Instagram and follow me at Natalie Composite for loads of motivation and fun. See you next time, you guys.